In this video, I'll be reviewing John Hancock 401k. So let's get started. If your company uses them or you're thinking about what happens when you roll over to a 401k to Hancock, this review will break down the strengths, the concerns, and what real users are saying. Now, what is John Hancock Retirement Services? John Hancock, part of Manulife, is a very established financial company. Their retirement division handles record keeping for many 401k plans. They have been around for a long time and support a lot of employers. They also have some solid tech infrastructure. For example, they guarantee to reimburse participants for unauthorized transfers under their cybersecurity guarantee. They also made a plan review tool for advisors, which helps plan sponsors evaluate how well the plan is working for participants. Now, what about their pricing and fees? There's this article on the official John Hancock website about how their plans are priced. Now, what it says is John Hancock has made efforts over the years to make pricing more fair among plan participants. They say all participants should share plan costs equitably, but that depends a lot on which plan your employer offers and what revenue sharing looks like for your account. On the investment side, John Hancock has lowered the fees on several of its funds, though in 2019 they cut expense ratios on a number of funds. Now, what about the website and user tools? Their participant website has been redesigned to be more user-friendly, with better navigation, educational tools, and easier access to account information. Because of that, managing your 401k, checking your balance, and evaluating your retirement readiness is more straightforward, at least on paper. Now, what about the customer complaints and feedback? Well, there are quite a bit of negative reviews on Trustpilot, and you can see it only has a 1.4 rating. Now, what do these reviews say? One of the users said that their plan fund choices are limited and terrible, and they feel the fees are very high. Another said it was a struggle to initiate a 401k rollover, and customer service is not very helpful. And there was a report of a 401k loan being approved, but the user never received the money, while repayment had already started. Then there are also a couple of complaints on BAP, but not as much. It's only 35 in the last 3 years, which is quite less, and only 11 in the last 12 months. And some of the participants on BBB say that rolling over their 401k is very slow or complicated. And another user claimed that John Hancock denied a hardship withdrawal, forcing them to take a loan instead. And there are also some posts on Reddit. One of the users says that they didn't get a direct rollover and instead handed out a check that was taxed. Another reported duplicated contributions showing up when they rolled over an IRA into their Hancock 401k. There's also a serious thread where someone says Hancock won't allow a rollover because the company went bankrupt. They say plan admin approval is required, which doesn't make sense because there's no admin after bankruptcy, right? Now, what are the pros? What John Hancock does well? Well, cybersecurity. Their guarantee for unauthorized transfers is a big plus. And then there's their transparent pricing plans. Their fair cost model aims to distribute plan costs more evenly. There's improved participant website. There's large providers. Because they're big and stable, they're likely to stick around good for a long-term retirement plan. Reliability. Now, what are the risks? Well, there are a lot of service complaints. Numerous users say customer support is slow, hard to reach, or give conflicting information. And there's the rollovers that are really painful because several people reported of difficulty rolling out, receiving checks, or paying fees just to roll over. Then there's the plan-specific issues. Some aspects like vesting schedules or fund availability depend on the employer's particular plan, not just Hancock itself. Now, what's my verdict? If your employer uses John Hancock for your 401k, it's not a terrible choice, especially if they don't offer a ton of alternatives. But if you care a lot about the low fees or easy rollovers, you should be cautious. If you plan to move jobs, check how hard is it to roll out your funds based on reviews. That's a potential headache. And use the online tools. Make sure you review your investments, check your retirement readiness, and make sure your personal info is up to date. Alright guys, that'll be for this video. I hope the review helped you guys out, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace out.